Welcome back to Eatsy, where if we can make 5-nut mooncakes, then so can you. One of the most beloved traditional pastries in East and Southeastern Asia, mooncakes are an integral part of the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival, a holiday that falls on the full moon of the 15th day of the 8th lunar month. In 2023, the Mid-Autumn Festival falls on Friday, September the 29th. The Mid-Autumn Festival includes so much culture and history that it deserves an entire video to itself, so instead we're just going to talk a little bit about the history of mooncakes. Mooncakes started showing up during the Yuan dynasty when the Chinese people were under Mongol rule from about 1271 to 1368. Legend has it that revolutionaries used these treats to pass secret messages and organize uprisings against their rulers. So the story goes that Zhu Yangzheng, the founder of the subsequent Ming dynasty, circulated a rumor that a frightening plague was spreading and that the only way to prevent infection was to eat a certain type of mooncake. Messages pinpointing the intended date of a planned national uprising were hidden in the fillings. No surprise, the date was set for the 15th day of the 8th month, i.e. the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival. In another version of the story, a secret message was encrypted in the designs on the cakes. Given that the pastries are typically given in boxes of 4, the message was undetectable until slices from each of the 4 cakes was assembled in the correct order. Which is all well and good until somebody's little brother comes along and eats one of the cakes. For our mooncakes today, we're going to be making a traditional 5-nut filling. Our nut filling is going to be 50 grams each of roasted walnuts, roasted peanuts, roasted pumpkin seeds, and roasted almonds. We're also going to be using 100 grams of white sesame. If you wanted to, you could split the white sesame with 50 grams of black sesame, so 50-50 white and black for more color. We're also going to need 2 bowls of honey, one for the filling and one for the dough. There should be 140 grams of honey in each bowl. And lastly, for the dough, we're also going to need a little bit of lye water, which you can probably find in your local Asian markets. We're going to start by giving the subscription button a quick click and hitting that like button to let us know you enjoy this content. Then we're going to put 200 grams or 7 ounces of flour in a large bowl. Then we're going to add 35 grams of oil or 1.2 ounces. You can give that a little bit of a stir, and then we're going to add in the 140 grams of honey, which is about 5 ounces. And then 4 grams of the lye water, which is 0.14 ounces. Then you'll mix the dough and mush it all together until it forms a nice little neat ball. Cover your dough ball with saran wrap and set it aside while you prepare the filling. You're going to want to let your dough rest for at least half an hour while you prepare your filling. In a blender or food processor, toss in your peanuts, your almonds, your walnuts, and your pumpkin seeds. And finally chop them up. Pour all your chopped nuts into a bowl, and then you can add your 100 grams of sesame seeds. Give them a quick stir, and then you can add your second bowl of 140 grams of honey. Lastly, you're going to add 20 grams of oil, which is about 0.7 ounces of oil. Stir all of that together by hand, and start forming your filling into little balls. Each ball of filling should weigh about 30 grams, or about 1 ounce. Set each of the 30-gram balls aside on some parchment paper, and when you're done with the filling, next we're going to go back to the dough. We're going to be doing the same thing with the dough as we did with fillings. Break the dough apart into little chunks, each one should be weighing about 30 grams, and form them into balls. Then you're going to take each one of the little dough balls and squish it into a pancake shape between your hands. When it's about the size of your palm, you're going to take one of the filling balls, put it in the middle, and carefully wrap the dough around it. Try to make sure that the filling ball is completely hidden by the dough. This will ensure that you won't have any holes when you press it into the design. You can find a press like this one by searching on Amazon for mooncake press. They come at various prices and with different attachments, so you can press different patterns into your cakes. So you'll just do that over and over again until you use up all your dough and filling. Press your dough into a pancake, wrap it around your filling, Be careful to fully hide your filling with the dough so that you don't have any holes in your cakes. Put it in the press and press your cake out onto a pan. Eventually you'll have a whole variety of raw mooncakes out on your cookie sheet. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and put your mooncakes in for 10 minutes. During that 10 minutes, we're going to prepare an egg wash to coat them with. The plan is for them to go into the oven, then get an egg wash, and then back into the oven so that they'll be nice and golden brown without losing any of the integrity of the pattern on the top. In a bowl, combine 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of milk. Then mix them together vigorously with a fork. Depending on the number of mooncakes you're making, you may need more egg wash. If so, just repeat this process over again. When the first 10 minutes of baking is done, remove them from the oven and let them sit for 2 minutes to cool down a little bit. Then lightly brush the tops of your cakes with the egg wash. Once again, try not to add too much wash to the cakes, especially if they have delicate flowers on the top. Reduce the heat of the oven down to 325 degrees and put them in for another 10 minutes. And there you have it, 5-nut mooncakes. If you tried this recipe during the Mid-Autumn Festival this year, please let us know how it went for you down in the comments. Also feel free to let us know what is your favorite type of filling in your mooncakes. Do you like the traditional ones? Or do you like the new ones that have ice cream or durian in them? We hope you have a wonderful time hanging out with family and doing whatever traditions you do during the Mid-Autumn Festival. And as always, thank you so much for watching.